and all the time. Mwaini Museo, Mavinda Onde, Asanteni sana. Please allow me to bring my condolences to the Munyao family and to the people of Mboni. Poleni sana kumpoteza mzee. Tulikuwa hapa mwaka jana na rafiki yangu His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, na tukija hapa ilikuwa mazishi ya Mama Agnes Munyao. Mwaka huu tena mmepoteza baba. Tuko hapa kusema pole kwenu for losing both your mother and your father just a year apart. Ni uzito mkubwa sana. When we came to bury Mama last year, I remember people were saying behind every successful man there's a successful woman. We mourn together. Today we come to mourn a great leader, patriot. Many people do not know how much Mzee Munyao contributed to the success of the Mwai Kibaki presidency. Through the years in DP, all the way until Kibaki was sworn in, Mzee stood by him. So likewise, behind every great leader, there are even greater leaders like Munyao, on whose shoulders Kibaki stood with Wamalwa as his vice president. Kibaki stood with Kalonzo as his vice president to become one of the greatest presidents Kenya has ever had. That is the kind of leader we have come to mourn today. He was a leader of integrity, and if we want this country to change, in 2027, we must put integrity on the ballot. That is the only way this country is going to change. And even as we come to Kambani to celebrate this great leader of great integrity, we do know that there are still leaders here of great integrity. I want to agree with His Excellency Governor Mutula that you have such a leader in the leader of the Wiper Patriotic Front, ambao Kenya iko inamwangalia sawa sawa. Na tukija hapa tunaomba watu wa Ukambani, huyu Kalonzo mumwangalie na macho yote mbili. Huyu Kalonzo mumshike na mikono yote mbili. We have been across this country and I know what I'm talking about. Leo nimesikia Speaker Kingi akiongea kule kwetu Western, amekuwa area Mount Elgon, anasema eti dalili ya mvua ni mawingu. Ushindi wa UDA kwa hizi by-elections, record ya Mheshimiwa Ruto is unbeatable, and therefore 2027 is a foregone conclusion. Amesema ya kwamba we'll have a competition in 2027 without a competitor, because William Ruto has no competitor. I want to tell Bwana Kingi, this was the case the day Goliath was walking and chest thumping and saying, who can beat me? Until little David came with a stone. I want to tell Speaker Kingi, this was the day that the great engineers boasted and said, the greatest ship ever made, the greatest engineering feat in the history of engineering, the Titanic was unsinkable. The day the Titanic sank, they said it was unsinkable. So today we come home to celebrate this great leader and to tell those who are just stamping because of the rigged elections in Mbere, where his party won. The Democratic Party won Mbere. And I want to congratulate my brother JB here, who led that campaign. Mzee would have been buried today with a victory for his great party, the Democratic Party, if it was not for the rigging. And we want to say today, the democracy that Munyao fought for with Kibaki and his team, the team that brought the second liberation in this country, the team that brought back multi-party democracy at great sacrifice, that democracy is in great peril. If we cannot allow free and fair elections in our country, then the democracy that Munyao fought for is in grave danger, even as we bury him here in Boni today. we must do everything to defend that constitution that he fought for, to fight and protect multi-party democracy in our country, because it can be lost. Where there is violence, where there is intimidation, we cannot have free and fair elections. And this is what happened in the by-elections that I've had Speaker Kingi boasting about, that they won. And today we are saying, IEBC, you had an opportunity. This was a litmus test for you, Chairman Ethekon and your commissioners. And you are tested, and you are tried, and you are found wanting. You fell short, Bwana Ethekon, with your commissioners. Because where there are lives lost, limb and life lost because of an election, blood was shed, we cannot say there was a free and fair election. And we are therefore asking that IEBC must, within the powers given in the current constitution, in the current legal framework. I know, Governor, you have said that we need more laws to strengthen this, but even within the existing legal framework, IEBC has the powers to stop an election because of violence, allow free and fair elections. But they did not exercise that power when people were killed in Kaspu, when people were killed and vehicles were torched in Malava, where I was with my candidate, and when there was serious violence in Bere. IEBC fell short. IEBC has powers to summon those who are involved in the violence. They have the powers to actually summon those who organized, those who financed the chaos that we witnessed. And unless they do that, 2027, like Speaker King is saying, there will be no election. We'll be going to, and that will be a grave injustice to great leaders like Munyao who fought for this democracy. We cannot allow Kenya to go down the route that Tanzania is taking. Sitaki niseme mengi, niseme poleni watu wetu wa hapa. Juzi tulikuwa hapa na mkutano wa Mheshimiwa Rais. Kuna projects nyingi aliongelea hapa. One of them that is very dear to my heart is the Twake Dam. When I was Minister for Water and Irrigation, we came here to launch that project. We pumped in a lot of money, but that project stalled. For the last 3 years, it has stalled. There were promises to complete it. I had the Deputy Governor speak about drought that is coming, and we can already feel it. The long-lasting solution, the game changer for Makueni, Kitui, all the way to Machakos, is having water stored in dams and distributing that water. That will be the lasting solution that will change the livelihood of people in this county and in this country. So let me thank you all. Niseme Bwana JB, I think it is your turn. Uje uendelee kwa niaba ya DP. Welcome. And on behalf of the Democratic Action Party, we say pole to you as the party leader with our DP team. Na niombe sana, kule kwetu tunapenda kutuma salamu. Walua wanapenda kutuma salamu sana. Mniruhusu tu mzee apeleke salamu zangu kwa ndugu yangu Wamalwa kijana na rafiki yake Mwai Kibaki. Awaambie kile mzee ulituambia when you held a memorial service for Mwai Kibaki, your friend, this year, and you told us mfuate ile barabara. Mimi na Kibaki na Wamalwa tulifuata barabara ya umoja. Kanu had more money than us, but because of our unity we were able to beat Kanu. Mfuate hiyo barabara. Mzee, tumefuata barabara, wote tumeungana tukaunga DP kule Mbere. Tumeungana tukaunga DAP kule Malava. Tumeungana tukaunga DCP kule Pwani Magarini. 2027 mzee, tunafuata ile barabara ya Wamalwa na Kibaki, tutaungana, tutoe mgombezi mmoja wa urais, hii serikali iwe one term. Asante.
Kwa familia ya rafiki yangu Joseph